Hey, let's talk about using humor in your sales process today. Stay tuned, we're going to jump into that. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Max Revenue Show. This is Micah Salas, your host here, and we're going to talk about using humor in your sales outreach. It can feel very uncomfortable for some of you. For me personally, it can feel a little bit that way, but also it's hard, right? Because you got to do it and you just got to go all in. You can't kind of half-ass this. You got to just go all in and be like, hey, I'm going to commit to using this line. And you also got to know that for some people, it's going to be a total bust. But sometimes it can actually push you over the edge and help you really, really stand out. And that's why I like it. I think it does help differentiate you from the whole crowd of sameness, right? And if you could be a nonconformist in a sea where everyone is the same, it's going to really, really help you stick out. So here, I'm going to hit on some of the things I use. I call this one the $1 million one-liner, to steal Max's terminology here. But get a text back. Let's just say you call someone's cell phone. They say, who's this, right? You don't leave a message. Well, when you respond, you could say, oh, this is Micah with blah, blah, blah. Or you could say, your dream come true, ... It's Micah with Christensen Group. We're an insurance agency. See, now hopefully it's worked for me. Actually, I've gotten screenshots from other people who've implemented this. It's worked for them. It's funny, right? It's just different. Again, the guy could be like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. That's fine, right? Who cares? He's probably going to say that either way. So there's no downside. Another humorous line, and a lot of this is dry humor, right? It's nothing that's going to get you out of a comedy Netflix special. Making cold calls, they answer, hey, who handles this? Hey, who handles the insurance? I do. Wow, you sound absolutely thrilled by that. Okay, again, could flop, but I've found it breaks the barrier a little bit. Another one I like to say here is, hey, yep, that's me. I handle the insurance. Ah, lucky you, huh? You're the lucky winner. See what I'm doing there? It's just kind of being funny, nothing over the top, and people tend to really appreciate that. Another thing that people might say is when you call them and say, hey, how are you doing? They might ask me first. I don't ask them first, but if they ask me, hey, how's it going? And I could say, well, it's pretty bad right now. I'm actually trying to cold call people I don't know and sell them insurance. How are you? Right? So those are the kind of jokes I'm getting at here. The last thing I'll say is, what are you selling? Well, it depends who you ask. Some people I'm selling empty promises, to others I'm selling peace of mind. But really what I'm trying to call you today about is your commercial insurance. So you can, I'm not the funniest person in the world. Work a little bit of humor in. That's all the point of this video is. Maybe these different ideas will spark things in your mind. The last thing I'll say is people always get a kick out of this. I'm not even trying to be funny. And I've shared this in the analogy video, if you check that out. But it's like, oh no, we've been with our agent for 10 years. We don't look. I'm like, oh, great. So it sounds like you're basically married to your agent. And I get a lot of laughs on that one, but it's also a great analogy because it drives home the point of, hey, we never look. And then they might say, no, I wouldn't say we're married. We look, but it's just we're busy this year, right? And then you can kind of say, hey, not trying to break up a happy home, just looking for those people who are actually open to different ways of doing things or new ideas. Sounds like maybe that's not you, right? So I hope you found some of this helpful, but more important, integrate some humor, whether it's via email. Maybe you put a little meme in there, right? You have nothing to lose. We only live once. Have some fun. Insurance can just, oh man, it can wear and tear at you, right? It can grind. If you've been in this industry, you know that. So have some fun with it. There's no downside to it, right? Hey, if you found this video informative or helpful or funny, probably not, give me a thumbs up, comment in the messages below, ring the bell so you don't miss our future content. Go get them.